First things first. Shout out to this
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. We'll see Detroit and Chicago.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's the Pistons to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Morris. Tobias Harris is out there with Andre Drummond. And there's Jackson, and it's Bradley in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now, here is Irving. Lopez a screen. Irving attacking. It's stolen by Harris. Jackson with it. Pass to Bradley. Morris a screen. Bradley, no one around him. Bradley with another miss.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Irving. Anthony, no one around. Cans it from downtown.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Opens up opportunities for everyone, makes the offense its most dynamic.
And here is Harris, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Drummond with a screen on Booker. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Lopez. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball from the baseline. And the shot no good, a bit short. On defense, Chicago. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Anthony leading the charge. No good from Irving.
And on some plays, everything goes your way, except for the finish.
Jackson passes to Morris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And here is Irving. Lopez sets a screen for Irving. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and it's sent back by Drummond. Bradley, that's for 2. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Chicago trails by 3. Now Irving. Down low. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Drummond. And here we go, Pistons running again. Jackson misses. Booker outside. To the paint. Dudley dishes to Anthony. Lopez kicks to Irving. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Jackson up top, covered by Irving. Jackson missing again. 1:37 left to play here in the first. Irving against Jackson. Lopez, a screen on Jackson. Booker in the corner. Jackson against Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Pistons. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson against Irving. Shoots from 12. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Jackson's got his first basket.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Lopez. Saric comes in for Jared Dudley. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Booker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here is Smith. Pass to Lue. There's Galloway. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Johnson with the block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they take the lead. Here's Smith. He kicks it to Lue. And the pass to Galloway. Now here's Marjanovic. It could go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Here's Ginobili. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Smith. Marjanovic is out there with John Lue. Then it's Johnson, and it's Galloway in at the 2. Now Detroit moving it up. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Galloway has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Detroit.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Smith against Schroeder. Screen by Saric. And that one's good. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 2 now for Chicago.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Galloway, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Maker's checked in for the Bulls. Bellinelli comes in for Manu Ginobili. Kicks it to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Galloway kicks to Johnson. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Galloway, no good. Here's Chicago. Schroeder with the ball. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Shoots. Maker misses. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Chicago leading. Schroeder outside. Saric just screen on Smith. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
And that little flare is letting the other side know they did nothing to stop him.
Here's Galloway, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Thon Maker. The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Galloway. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Marjanovic. Tobias Harris comes in for Lue. Morris is checked in for Johnson. And it's Kennard in for Smith. Here's Chicago. And here is Irving. Pass to Bacon. Out to the right wing. Maker. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They set the pick. Pass to Bacon. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Lets a floater go. Harris misses.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Now Irving. He's got 5. In the corner, it's Maker. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Maker. And it's Booker in for Bellinelli. Then for the Pistons, Bradley's checked in for Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Langston Galloway.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Irving can't hit.
You know what I'll tell you? He's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
And Booker kicks to Irving. 1:02 left in the first half. Lets it go. And again, no good by Chicago. Detroit trails by 3. Here's Morris. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Now the Bulls with it.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bradley kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball stolen. Here's Dudley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both good from the line that time. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson against Ginobili. 4 seconds left. No good off the front iron. And we welcome you back with a look at Phillips Arena, such a terrific location here in the heart of downtown Atlanta. Chicago leading by 6. Anthony is out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Irving. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lopez, no luck.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
And stolen by Irving. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. At the line. Good on both. Detroit trails by 8. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Irving. There's the pick. Lopez against Drummond. Over Lopez. That one bounces around and comes back out. Here's Irving. He's got 5. He feeds it to Anthony. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Sharch is checked in for Jared Dudley. So Anthony nails both of them. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jackson against Irving. The dish now to Drummond. Over Lopez. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago leading by 10. Irving kicks to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Anthony. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Bradley. Here's Morris. Lopez with the block.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
No good from Irving.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Bradley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Sharch. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Schroeder. Dishes to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Detroit. Detroit trails by 10. Knocked away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And the rejection by Smith. And they'll keep possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Bulls. And the Pistons making a change here as well. John Lure, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Smith with it, now guarded by Schroeder. Smith kicks to Johnson. Here's Lure. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And there it is for him. Maker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Schroeder against Smith. Now the feed to Galloway. High arcing shot, and Maker sends it back, and he recovers it.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Smith, the pass to Lure. Back to Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Screen by Smith. Here's Galloway. And the 3 off target.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists in the game. Detroit trails by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson dishes to Smith. Marjanovic with a screen for Smith to the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. All going up court. Here's Ginobili. Kicks it out to Schroeder. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Smith against Schroeder. Johnson with a screen on Schroeder. Smith kicks to Johnson. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Maker. Marjanovic, no good. And so it's Chicago. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Jackson with it. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Reggie Jackson out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's John Lure. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And there it is for him.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Chicago leading by 15. And here's Irving. Feeds it to Carmelo. Johnson, a wide open look. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Irving's got the ball. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
The pass to Drummond. Bradley dishes to Jackson. Lure the screen. Jackson kicks to Lure. It's Bradley on the wing. Passes it to Drummond. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by Anthony. Drummond's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker in the corner. Irving against Jackson. Anthony with the screen on Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Johnson. Another miss by Johnson. Detroit trails by 17. Bradley kicks to Jackson. With some arc. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Chicago making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And a switcher also for Detroit. Harris is checked in. Now Irving. He dishes it to Carmelo. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Drummond a screen. Harris outside. The baseline J. Off the left rim and out. The Bulls leading by 17. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Kicks to Anthony. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Jackson. Lopez with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. No good from Booker. Detroit trails by 19. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Jackson against Irving. Morris a screen. Jackson kicks to Morris. Over Lopez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Anthony, top of the key. Doesn't go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson, that's good.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Here's Irving. A beautiful reverse layup.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Jackson missing again. The Bulls leading by 16. Irving attacking. No good that time. Bradley with some nice D. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morris a screen. Harris against Dudley. The 11-footer and the basket by Harris.
He always goes strong to the basket when he gets great inside looks.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Irving to the middle. Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Drummond. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Morris throws it down.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Now here's Schroeder. Inside. Johnson for three. Here's Maker. Right through the D for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Galloway. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never... felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific